Analysis of Joker 2019. Plot. Joker follows Arthur Fleck, Joaquin Phoenix, a struggling comedian living in Gotham City during the 1980s. Arthur suffers from mental health issues, social isolation, and a society that ignores people like him. Marginalized and constantly humiliated, he gradually loses his grip on reality, transforming into the iconic villain, the Joker. The film explores his emotional breakdown, his complicated relationship with his mother, and the growing violence in the city, showing how a vulnerable person can become dangerous when neglected by society. Strengths. Joaquin Phoenix delivers an astonishing, intense, and fully immersive performance, earning him the Academy Award for Best Actor. Todd Phillips' direction creates a dark, oppressive atmosphere, with Gotham City feeling like a character in itself. Hildur Guðnadóttir's soundtrack is hypnotic, haunting, and perfectly accompanies Arthur's descent. The film addresses serious themes like mental health, social inequality, and alienation in a mature and thought-provoking way. Cinematography and production design capture the city's decayed and chaotic mood, reinforcing the emotional impact of the story. Weaknesses. The pacing is slow in some parts, which may make the film feel dragging for viewers who prefer more action or straightforward storytelling. Some violent scenes are extremely graphic, which can be disturbing for sensitive audiences. The story is controversial for generating sympathy for the villain, sparking debates about whether it romanticizes violence. Fun facts about Joker 2019. 1. Joaquin Phoenix's physical transformation. To portray Arthur Fleck, Joaquin Phoenix lost around 23 kilograms in just 4 months following a strict diet that included only an apple and a glass of milk per day. 2. Laugh inspired by a real disorder. Arthur's distinctive laugh was based on videos of people with pathological laughter, a real disorder that causes uncontrollable laughter in stressful situations. 3. Gotham City in the 1980s. The film's Gotham City is set in the 1980s, with influences from films like Taxi Driver, 1976, and The King of Comedy, 1982, creating a realistic and decaying urban atmosphere. 4. Iconic dance scene. The famous staircase dance scene was improvised by Joaquin Phoenix, with Hildur Guðnadóttir's music playing in the background to inspire his performance. 5. Box office success. The film Joker 2019 had an estimated budget of $60 million United States dollars and earned over $1 billion United States dollars worldwide. Joker became the first R-rated film to earn over $1 billion United States dollars worldwide, not including its release in China. Lessons from Joker 2019. 1. The importance of mental health. The film highlights how neglecting mental health and failing to provide support can have devastating consequences. Arthur Fleck's descent into violence reflects the dangers of social isolation and untreated mental illness. 2. The impact of society on the individual. Joker shows how a harsh and indifferent society can push vulnerable individuals toward destructive behavior. The lack of empathy and support in Arthur's world contributes directly to his transformation into the Joker. 3. Bullying and marginalization have real effects. Constant ridicule, humiliation, and rejection from others can intensify feelings of anger and alienation. The film emphasizes the real human consequences of marginalizing others. 4. Small acts of kindness matter. Even minor gestures of empathy and connection can make a huge difference in someone's life. Arthur's lack of meaningful social bonds underscores the importance of compassion in preventing tragedy. 5. Art and expression can be a double-edged sword. Arthur's attempts at comedy and performance highlight how art can be a way to cope with pain, but it can also expose vulnerability. How society responds to that expression can influence a person's path. The film Joker 2019 has 68% approval from critics on Rotten Tomatoes and 88% approval from the audience. Now here's our opinion.
Before watching the film Joker 2019, I did not fully understand what the term victim of society truly meant. It was only after watching the movie that I grasped its real meaning. The Joker is, indeed, a victim of society. Abused since childhood and neglected by the system, he develops severe mental health issues, and his actions, as disturbing as they may seem, are explained by this history of suffering. At first, we see a character making mistakes and acting strangely, but by observing his journey, we realize that he is shaped by the environment around him. The Joker is not just a typical villain. He represents social negligence and the government's indifference toward people with mental health problems. He reflects a society that fails to care for and protect its most vulnerable members. The film is impactful because it shows how small injustices and abuses can turn a person into a symbol of revolution and chaos. The Joker criticizes not only the government, but also the entire social structure that allows individuals to suffer and be marginalized. That is why, despite being a disturbed character, many viewers relate to him and the struggles he faces. The film's message is clear. When society fails to care for its most vulnerable members, anyone can go insane. Moreover, Joker stands out for its cinematic style. Todd Phillips's direction, combined with Joaquin Phoenix's masterful performance, creates an intense and realistic narrative that does not romanticize violence, but forces us to reflect on the consequences of social injustices. The cinematography, soundtrack, and psychological development of the character make the film not only a study of a villain, but also a powerful critique of the world we live in. In summary, Joker is a disturbing, thought-provoking, and deeply human film. It shows that the monsters we see on screen are often the product of a society that failed them, and that the line between sanity and madness can be extremely thin when a person is abandoned and mistreated by the world around them. In the end, the film leaves a disturbing reflection. Society, with all its injustices and flaws, can drive even a seemingly normal person insane. That's all for now. If everything goes well, see you in the next video. Until then.